Hello, and welcome to Moon Monday. Moon Monday is our time to slow down, check in with ourselves, and notice what may be happening beneath the surface of our daily lives. Today, Monday, August 10th, the moon is in Cancer during the waning crescent phase. According to our August manifestation moon calendar, which you can get within the Life Manifestation School community, today's manifestation focus is home harmony and belonging. The suggested trend energies are balance and harmony and stress relief, and the frequency we're working with is 7.83 hertz. The calendar also encourages us to work on nurturing routines, emotional honesty, and creating greater harmony in the home. It cautions us against making decisions based entirely on a passing mood, withdrawing when we need support, or carrying everyone else's needs while ignoring our own. Of course, the moon sign does not determine what must happen today. It is simply food for thought, and a way to look at our manifestation practice from a slightly different angle. Today, the angle leads us to an important question. Does your intention have a safe place to land? We often approach manifestation by asking, what do I want? What intention should I set? What affirmation should I use? What trend energy should I select? Those are all useful questions, but today I want to go one step deeper. What kind of environment are you asking your intention to grow in? Imagine planting a seed. You may have chosen a beautiful seed. You may know exactly what you want it to become, but the seed still needs an environment that allows it to grow. It needs enough nourishment, enough space, and enough stability. Our intentions can be similar. We may consciously want change, while another part of us is still looking for safety, familiarity, or reassurance. That doesn't mean we are sabotaging ourselves. It does not mean we lack discipline or that we are manifesting incorrectly. It may simply mean that the change we desire does not yet feel safe or sustainable. For example, you might want greater visibility in your work, but visibility may also bring vulnerability. You might want more money while associating financial responsibility with pressure. You might want a loving relationship, but still fear losing your independence. You might want your business to grow, but feel overwhelmed when you imagine everything that growth could require from you. There's nothing wrong with holding both desire and hesitation. The question is not, how do I force the hesitation to disappear? The question is, how can I create a safer environment for this intention? Cancer is associated with home, care, emotional security, family, memory, and belonging. The idea of home is not limited to the building where we live. Home could also be the environment we create within ourselves. Do your thoughts feel like a safe place to return to? Do your daily routines support the person you're becoming? Do you allow yourself to rest without feeling you must earn it? Can you acknowledge an emotion without allowing it to make every decision? Can you ask for support without believing that you have become a burden? These questions are especially relevant to manifestation because we are not merely trying to reach a destination. We are building a life that can hold what we are asking for. Sometimes we focus so intensely on attracting an outcome, we forget to prepare a place for it. Today is an opportunity to prepare that place. The waning crescent is the final stage before the new moon. This is not necessarily an energy of pushing, adding, or doing more. It can be a time for releasing, simplifying, resting, and making room. Instead of asking, what else should I add to my manifestation practice, you might ask, what pressure can I remove? What responsibility am I carrying that does not belong entirely to me? What expectation is making my intention feel heavier than it needs to feel? What could become simpler? This is important because Cancer energy can be deeply nurturing, but nurturing can sometimes turn into overcarrying. We can become so focused on keeping everyone else comfortable that we lose touch with our own needs. We may absorb the moods of the people around us. We may try to solve every problem. We may feel responsible for maintaining peace, even when that peace comes at our own expense. Balance and harmony do not mean that one person silently carries everything. True harmony includes you. For today's trend energy setup, the calendar suggests balance and harmony together with stress relief. Balance and harmony can represent the environment we want to cultivate. Stress relief can help us address some of the pressure that may be making it difficult to feel safe, grounded, or receptive. If you're using trend energy cards, you could create a simple setup with yourself as the target. Use balance and harmony as your main trend, with stress relief supporting the trend environment. You could also write your intention and place it with the setup. Rather than wording your intention entirely around a future outcome, include the quality of the environment you want to create. For example, I am creating a calm, supportive environment for my business to grow. I welcome relationships in which I feel safe, being honest and fully myself. I am building routines that support both my goals and my well-being. My home supports peace, creativity, and forward movement. I allow success to arrive in ways I can receive, manage, and enjoy. That final part matters. It's not only about receiving something, it's also about being able to live with it, care for it, and allow it to become part of your life. Today's calendar practice is to create a safe and emotional and physical environment for your intention. You can make this very practical. Choose one small physical area connected to your intention. If your intention involves writing, clear a comfortable place where you can write. If it involves meditation, prepare a quiet corner where you can sit without having to move clutter first. If it involves your business, organize one section of your workspace. If it involves rest, make your bedroom a little calmer. If it involves finances, create a simple place to keep the information you need. You do not need to reorganize your entire home. Choose one area and let it become a visible sign that your intention belongs in your life. This sends a practical message to yourself. There is room for this here. The calendar also asks us to work with emotional honesty while avoiding mood-driven decisions. These two belong together. Emotional honesty means acknowledging what we feel. A mood-driven decision means allowing a temporary feeling to make a choice that may have lasting consequences. We do not need to ignore an emotion, but we also do not have to hand it the steering wheel. You can say, I feel discouraged today, but I do not have to abandon my intention. I feel overwhelmed, so I'm going to simplify my next step. I feel uncertain, so I will wait before making a major decision. I need quiet today, but I will not completely isolate myself. Emotional honesty tells the truth about the present moment. Wisdom remembers that the present moment is not the entire story. Let's take a few moments for a short reflection. If it feels comfortable, close your eyes or soften your gaze. Take a slow breath in and gently breathe out. Allow your shoulders to lower. Take another breath in and let yourself settle into the space you're in. Bring one intention to mind. Do not focus only on the final outcome. Imagine this intention becoming part of your everyday life. Notice what feels peaceful or exciting about it. Now notice whether any part of it feels heavy, unsafe, demanding, or overwhelming. You do not need to argue with that feeling. Simply ask, what would help this intention feel safer and more sustainable? Perhaps the answer is more structure. Perhaps it is more support. Perhaps it is clearer boundaries. Perhaps it is permission to move slowly. Perhaps it is releasing the idea that you must do everything alone. Now imagine creating a calm space for this intention. Picture yourself saying, there is room for this in my life. I do not have to force it. I can build the capacity to receive it. I can care for myself while moving toward it. Take another slow breath. If you're working with 7.83 Hertz, you can allow the frequency to continue playing while you sit with those words or write in your journal. When you're ready, gently return your attention to the room. For today's journal practice, consider these questions. What would make my current intention feel safer and more sustainable? Where am I carrying the responsibilities that do not belong entirely to me? What is one nurturing routine that would support me this week? What part of my physical environment could I prepare for my intention? Where do I need harmony? And where do I need clearer boundaries? What emotion can I acknowledge today without letting it make every decision? And finally, what would it mean to feel at home in the life I'm creating? Manifestation is often presented as reaching outward towards something we want, but sometimes the most meaningful preparation happens closer to home. It happens when we create a little more peace in our surroundings. It happens when we make room in our routines. It happens when we stop carrying every problem as though it belongs to us alone. It happens when our intentions are no longer visitors standing at the door, but something we are generally preparing to welcome into our lives. Your Moon Monday practice is simple. Choose one intention. Create one small physical space for it. Choose one nurturing routine to support it. And release one pressure that is making it feel heavier than it needs to be. You do not have to prepare your entire future today. You only need to create one small welcoming space where the next part of your life can begin. If you would like, share in the comments. What are you making room for this week? Thank you for spending this Moon Monday with me. Take care of yourself. Honor what you need. And remember that true harmony includes you.